Hey, Mark Rodriguez here, and this is a video talking about all the crazy new changes going on with YouTube regarding the FTC and COPPA and the Markiplier situation and that one little line in the terms of services that's freaking everybody out as we go into 2020, and how it's going to affect me, my channel, my Mark's Unboxing Zone channel, and also the future video game masters overall, because yes, it does affect me, and it also affects basically you, anyone that creates content on YouTube whatsoever, anyone that uploads to YouTube, even if you're a big channel or a small channel, or even if you're like in America or in any other part of the world, this will affect you if you are a YouTube creator, because now you have to legally abide by their new terms of services or stuff's going to happen, and I'll tell you about that in a bit here. So, basically speaking, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, sued YouTube a whopping $170 million because they were collecting data on kids for personalized ads. Now, the way YouTube works and a lot of other like websites out there is that they have things that target you. They collect your data based on how you use the product, on what videos you're watching, how often you watch them, how long do you watch a video before you stop and, go elsewhere or whatever, stuff like that. They collect your data, and based on that, they know how to better cater to you with personalized ads, stuff that there's a higher chance you'll actually check out, you'll actually click on, you'll actually buy those products and stuff like that. So they got, I believe they're called centralized ads. They're just regular commercials that apply to everyone, but they got their personalized ads that cater mostly to you. So if you watch an anime video on YouTube, you're going to get more ads related to anime stuff. Check out Crunchyroll. Check out the next season of My Hero Academia. And I know that Ruby is not quite anime, but it's close enough, I guess people consider it. You'll get ads about Ruby too, And if you watch like Disney stuff, you'll now get hit by ads about the brand new Disney Plus app and new videos, movies, the latest Marvel movie, whatever Marvel's doing, you'll be hit by that. And also if you do like videos on like workshop stuff, working on your garage, how to fix cars, things like that, how to like build your own cabinets and work with power tools and things. You're getting commercials dealing with power tools, you're going to get commercials dealing with cars and the next new deal, get a Buick this Christmas and stuff like that. So it all depends on what you're watching, and more often than not, if you and a friend, and let's assume that this friend of yours has completely different tastes than what you both watch on YouTube, if you and a friend have your laptops watch the same video, chances are you'll probably be hit by different ads because it all goes on what you guys are watching. But the whole deal is that it's against the law to be gathering this information on kids without the kids knowing, without the parents' consent. So that's why the FTC checked this out. They found out, they put their foot down, and that's why YouTube got the big fine. And that's why now YouTube's kind of sort of going on us now. And yeah, because I noticed that every time something big happens on YouTube, somehow the creators, like all of us, got to pay for it, even though we got nothing to do with it, Like, I'm just a regular dude. I have no control over ads. My channel is demonetized. It should not have ads at all. So if there are ads in the channel, I'm not doing it. I don't know how to make, targeting data crap. So why is it like my fault and all these other creators' faults, right? But that's how it goes. So rather than YouTube actually stopping the personalized ads or something, no, they'll just keep going. But now we got to do this and that to fix the issue. And they got a YouTube Kids app, but the kids don't even go there because I guess they don't like that stuff. The thing is, kids are going to watch regular YouTube no matter what you do. I assume the YouTube Kids app is just like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3's ABCs, like toddler stuff, I guess. So the kids are still going to go on YouTube anyways, and they're going to watch Fortnite, they're going to watch, I don't know, the Marvel movie reviews, Detective Pikachu, I don't know, whatever kids like nowadays. I know now it's mostly about Fortnite and possibly Overwatch. I don't know what else they like nowadays. I don't know. But yeah, they're going to watch YouTube. They're not going to watch YouTube Kids. So YouTube should focus more on somehow controlling that than what they're doing now. So basically what they're doing now is that they're forcing us all to make a choice for our either entire channel or individual videos to decide whether or not we're for kids or not. So you have a choice to choose if your entire channel is either for kids or not for kids, or if you want to go through each and every single video, that's going to be one hell of an afternoon, to choose which video is for kids, which one is not for kids. And the problem lies in all the features you're going to lose if your channel is for kids, and also the fine line of what determines what is and what isn't a kid's channel. There's a big difference between a channel that is purposely made for kids with like preschool stuff and a channel that is not made for kids, but you're talking about Fortnite or whatever, or you know, John Cena or whatever, and kids are going to check it out because of that, even though it's not your intention, you know? And also, if you don't make a choice at all, if you just like ignore it and keep like doing your videos like paying it no mind, YouTube will make the choice for you. I believe on December 14, their bots are going to go around and change things around. And my thing is, I don't know if there's a way to appeal it or contest it if they make the wrong choice, because you have the feeling that tons of channels that are not for kids are going to be turned into kids channels, and I hope you can like contest that. I don't know. Now, personally, my channel is not for kids. It was never the intention for kids. I did not really make this channel or videos with age thing in mind. I really don't know what the hell my age demographic is, if I'm perfectly honest. I feel that my videos is just, number one, we cuss a lot, you know, I cuss every once in a while. I don't do it to be edgy, that's just me. You guys probably noticed before, I don't know how often you watch my videos. If something really excites me, I'm going to be holy fucking shit, you know, like there's a video I showed to a friend of mine, and the first 2 sentences were like, holy fucking shit, I got to see this and this, holy fucking shit, and that's just like, that's what I am. Or if I stress something, I always say, you know, I know that kids learn swearing amongst their peers or amongst like their parents, but I never want to be responsible for any kid learning swear words because of me. So I, you know, channel's not for kids. Kids, stay off my channel until you're older than 13, I guess. The YouTube things are saying that anyone above 13 is not a kid. But the guidelines also say that you have to be at least 13 to make a channel, so you're not allowed to even have a YouTube channel. Like, you shouldn't be even like uploading content if you're not 13. But I'm sure a lot of kids out there are probably lying about their age anyways. You know, there's nothing, I mean, YouTube doesn't really ask for your credit card or whatever, so I don't know. It's been years since I made my channel, so I forgot like what I had to do to sign up. But another thing is also, I kind of feel that my channel, I do kind of ramble a lot, and I'm just talking, I'm rambling. You see my reviews, especially the wrestling reviews. Wrestling reviews can sometimes be like an hour long of me talking about it. So I'm doing it more like, I guess, for wrestling fans that actually care about the wrestling and what I'm talking about. I'm just talking, you know, and I assume if you're doing like a kid's channel, you'll do like more crazy things. You do jump cuts. You do crazy faces. You're like, oh, whatever, you know, like stuff to keep like a kid's attention. And I don't really do that. So I'm just talking about wrestling for like a half an hour or something. And I would think the average kid that is not invested in AEW or whatever would just go to their channel like, oh, this is boring, man. This Mark guy's boring. I'm going to go elsewhere. As for video games, we mostly talk about fighting games on this channel, fighting games, old school beat 'em up, stuff like the Video Game Master Show does go into things like Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, stuff that, you know, wasn't around, like these kids weren't even around when the Sega Genesis was around. They don't even know about the Nintendo versus Sega war. They did not know the conflict of choosing what was the best console, so you're not ridiculed in school because you chose the Nintendo or the Sega, or you got a Nintendo and kids are like laughing at you because, dude, Genesis does what Nintendo don't and stuff like that. Like, you don't know the hardship of having to choose between Nintendo and Sega and Mario and Sonic back then. You know, kids don't know like us OG gamers know, you know. But yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. So I really do not consider my channel to be a kids channel. I think my channel has too much language and things. I don't think we really go too much into like sexual innuendos. I believe if the movie or game we're talking about, like Final Fight Streetwise, has stuff like that, we might make some jokes and you know, go into that, but we don't purposely make those kind of jokes or adult humor, but we do cuss a lot, and I particularly ramble a lot, so I mean, I'll put kids to sleep, so I don't think I'm a kids channel. But the thing is, I'm afraid that with games on my channel, video games in general, talking about, you know, the Avengers movies, talking about Ninja Turtles and Batman. Like, I'm afraid that YouTube might still hit the switch on my channel and say it's for kids, even though it's not. So I'm going to go over real quick the guidelines that YouTube is saying that determines whether or not your channel is a kids channel or not. And I'm going to use my own channel as an example to see what's going on. And also I'll deal with the consequences, as in whatever you choose wrong. So just real quick here, when deciding whether or not your channel is for kids or made for kids, you should consider various factors, including the subject matter of the video. Is it educational content for preschoolers? Hell to the fuck no. So my channel's not for preschoolers. We swear, we cuss, and I mean, the only thing that we educate on is video games and stuff like, you know, the history of the game, you know, what year it came out, what console it came out, you know, was the game a success, that kind of stuff, but not stuff that will concern toddlers. So no, big no. Whether children are your intended or actual audience for the video. Now, actual audience, again, none of us have control over what we watch, you know. There are going to be people streaming Fortnite, cussing up a storm and talking, you know, innuendos, you know, left and right, but, you know, because that's their fan base, people love it, but they can't stop kids from being, ooh, Fortnite, and check it out. They got no way to stop it, so they got no control. But no, children are not my intended audience. Again, I swear, I cuss, or I'll flat out bore you to sleep with my long-winded rant. So, not for kids. No. Where the video includes child actors or models. And that's the thing. Having kids in your videos, again, I guess younger than 13, automatically makes your channel for kids. And I'm not really sure I agree with that either. For me, the only thing I'm worried about is we go to cons and conventions, and while we don't like particularly, I don't know, I mean, I guess the closest we do is we take pictures of cool cosplayers. Of course, in cosplay, you can't tell how old they are. You're not going to ask them how old they are. That's kind of weird. But there's people in the background. There's kids walking in the background. How do you control that? You're filming, you know, celebrity. You're filming Rob Paulson talking, and there could be kids in the front row. Or you're interviewing a cosplayer, like that one time you were interviewing that real cool Shredder cosplayer, like, dude, how do you make your costume? And that was an adult, by the way, but we were asking him how to make his costume. He's going into detail, like the hours it took to make that Shredder costume and stuff. We can't control if there's kids, like, in the background behind him. So, I don't know how that works. I don't know if those scenes at the anime conventions or the Steel City Con and stuff like that, Level Up Expo, I don't know if those count or not, because, like, we have no control over kids in the background. Like, personally for us, all of us have always been older folks. I don't believe we've ever had anyone that was a kid on our channel or in our videos, like, on purpose, like our actual, you know, on our actual shows and reviews. But, like, anime cons, I don't know how that applies. I don't know if YouTube's algorithms would be like, oh, there's kids in the background or whatever. Kids channel. I don't know. But that's a weird one. I don't know if it applies for you filming, maybe not so much anime conventions, but in general, any place that you're in the outdoors, in the place that has people, like, are you liable for that because there's kids in the background? That's one thing I'm not clear on, and these guys are not clear on either. So, whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children, including animated characters or cartoon figures. So, that's a big thing. Again, I don't know. Do kids nowadays care about Street Fighter and Tekken and Dead or Alive? Well, they probably should not be playing Dead or Alive 6 and Soul Calibur and stuff like that. Do they care about? Those are the games that we cover. We're covering mostly fighting games. So at least for this year, mostly, if you see my channel's mostly been Dead or Alive 6, Street Fighter 5, Tekken 7, Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I don't know if kids like care about that or not. I think they're more into Fortnite and stuff like that, or Overwatch, or I think Fortnite. All I hear about is Fortnite. I think that's the big thing now. But yeah, I don't know, man. Celebrities, I don't really talk about celebrities. I don't really follow celebrity gossip and drama, nor do I think kids really care about celebrity gossip or drama. I don't know. I talk about the movies, but most of the time I just mention that, yeah, so-and-so's in the movie acting as so-and-so, but I don't really make a big thing. I don't know. Like, we don't really review, like, the Disney shows or Nickelodeon shows or whatever, so I would say a big no there. I don't know. The video games we cover, I don't know. And again, the other video games like Streets of Rage and classic Final Fight, the old Ninja Turtle games, like, I don't think kids care about those. Those are before their time on consoles, before their time, with like graphics that would look lame to them because they don't have like the super fast graphics that next gen has. Nintendo 8-bit graphics, they're like, what the fuck is this shit? You know? So, I am not sure. Now, toys and action figures and stuff, that's the thing. That's the trouble right there. And that's what's affecting a lot of creators out there now. There are tons of people that got channels that are based on collecting action figures and rare collectibles and well, flat out toys and things. But these are not toys to play with, I don't think. Like, these expensive collectible action figures are meant to, like, you know, pose somewhere under a display case or whatever. Never take them out of the box. They're not toys for kids to be like whatever. You're gonna break the fuckers. Some of these things cost like almost $1,000, you know, and they're made up like fancy materials and everything. Like, I don't know, and that's what's scaring a lot of people I know. We do have SS Goshen. Her channel is mostly Dragon Ball Z figures, Dragon Ball Z, GTS, you know, everything related to Dragon Ball. That's her channel. She's doing all her figure collection, this over-expanding collection of Dragon Ball memorabilia. And again, her channel's not like really for kids. I don't really know if she swears that much, but I believe that if she does by chance, it's kind of like me, that just comes out naturally and not just like on purpose to be edgy. But again, her channel is more like for Dragon Ball Z fans, not necessarily kids. I know there's a bit of a gray area there, but I'm thinking that if you're still a fan of Dragon Ball Z is an old ass show by now. You have to be a certain age to be a fan of Dragon Ball by now. You know what I mean? Like I know the show is kind of a kid show, but we were kids back when it came out, like in the late 90s or whatever, you know? Like, those kids grew up and we're still watching it, so I don't know. I don't know what Dragon Ball Super is doing. I know Dragon Ball Super is mostly for the fans that have been watching Dragon Ball Z. I don't know if Super actually captured new fans, new kids, because those kids would have to watch Dragon Ball Z to know what the hell's going on in Super, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so other people I follow, like Nerdy Noob, and let me just plug this in quick before it dies. Nerdy Noob and the Pop Culture Junkie, their channels are all unboxing videos. In fact, the Mark's Unboxing Zone is another unboxing video channel. I don't know if that's going to go into kids. I don't know really, like, that's the thing though. There's a difference between what kids really do nowadays and what these guys at YouTube, these older guys, think that kids are into. Kids don't like toys anymore. I really don't think kids care about unboxing stuff. They're on their phones, you know. It's all phones and phone apps and playing games and you know, like Fortnite or whatever. Toys R Us actually went out of business because kids don't play with toys anymore. They're on their fucking phones all the time. So I don't know if that counts. I don't know if a kid legitimately cares, if you're a toddler or whatever, legitimately cares about Loot Crate or the Pro Wrestling Box. So again, my other channel, the Mark's Unboxing Zone, might get hit by that. I'm not really sure. Again, it's not intended for kids because occasionally my brother and I still swear. We had a cool thing. Holy shit! We got XYZ! Holy shit! You know, like, you know, we're not really cleaning up our language there. So, I don't know. I would still say it's not for kids, but YouTube might be, on that one. So I'm kind of concerned about SS Goshen, Nerdy Noob, and the Pop Culture Junkie. I haven't checked their channels now. I know Goshen made a video about this. Like, I was paying attention watching her stream talking about this whole situation. But I haven't seen videos yet on if Nerdy Noob or if the Pop Culture Junkie are worried about this situation or not. And of course I'll put their links below. You guys can check them out. They're all cool channels. They're all worth checking out. But yeah, that's the thing. Those are the YouTubers that are the most scared and the most concerned. They're the ones that are the most worried about losing all their monetization, about being hit by fines. I'm going to get into that soon, and stuff like that. So, that's another thing also. There's other channels that have animations, like their whole channel is animated stuff, and you know how it is. Not all animations are for kids. There's this YouTube series I'm seeing, because because he keeps coming up in my recommended for whatever reason. But there's this cartoon about this, I guess, demonic possessed Kefla or something that's going around killing the Dragon Ball characters in bloody ways or whatever. That's not for kids. You keep that shit away from kids, man. I don't know if kids watch that or not. I would not call it a kids channel, especially if all the animations are going to be, you know, bloody like that. So, and I'm pretty sure their intention is not for kids. So that's going to be kind of interesting. I don't know. So, those are the people that are the mostly worried about this, are the ones that deal with toys, action figures, and collectibles, but also the ones that deal with animations that, again, may or may not be for kids. And again, there's also the whole cartoon stigma that cartoons are for kids. You could be talking about Rick and Morty, that I would not say it's for kids, but if you do a review on Rick and Morty, what they say that, oh, it's a cartoon, kids watch that, and let's be honest, I'm sure kids watch it too, despite. When we were kids, we were watching The Simpsons and Beavis and Butthead when they were telling us not to. We were still watching it, you know, so I'm not surprised kids nowadays are watching Rick and Morty, but yeah, I wouldn't say it's for kids. Channels that talk about Rick and Morty and deal heavily with Rick and Morty should not be kids channels, you know. But that's the big one. That's the big one that's going to affect a lot of people here. Next we have where the language of the video is intended for children to understand. That's kind of like talking, you know, like in the Sesame Street style, you know, very simplified for kids, not using big words, you know, ABC 1, 2, 3 stuff and whatever. We don't do that here, obviously, so that's not a problem. That really does fall if your channel really is for kids. If you're talking at a toddler level, I'm saying your channel is purposely for kids, you know. So the next one is where the video includes activities that appeal to children, such as play acting, simple songs or games, or early education. And yeah, play acting is probably, I assume, playing with puppets like Elmo and stuff like that. Yeah, that would be for kids. I would assume that the algorithm will know the difference between like playing with puppets than an actual, like, you know, an actual Shakespearean play with adults and full props and stuff. I would say so. Yeah, simple songs and things. I'm going to think like nursery rhymes and games are whatever kids do nowadays. And that's the thing though, I don't even know. Like, do kids still like jump rope and shit nowadays? I think they're almost on their phones. I think the thing is that kids changed a lot like now as opposed to what we did when we were kids. I don't even know if kids like go outside anymore. They're on their phones. I don't know. Early education, I'm going to like post it under like all the preschool stuff. So I'm assuming that, yeah, if you're doing stuff like that, if you're having puppets and kids stuff, like, yeah, that would be a kids channel. I don't know what channel would like have one video about preschool stuff and the next video talking about what are the top 10 best beers, right? Like, it doesn't, I don't think so. So I got no problem there. I assume the algorithm can tell the difference between Elmo and a fucking Shakespearean play, so I don't know. Whether the video includes songs, stories, or poems for children. First of all, I don't know how you can put songs, because YouTube will demonetize the fucking crap out of you if you put songs. I mean, that's what YouTube does, right? But, yeah, it goes into, like, nursery rhymes and bedtime stories and stuff like that. And again, I agree there. We don't have that on our channel, obviously. And I agree there. If you're reading, like, Dr. Seuss stuff and bedtime stories, your channel's for kids. You know, there's no way around that, you know? And any other information you may have to help determine your video's audience, like empirical evidence of the video's audience. I don't know what the fuck that even means. YouTube analytics is not designed to help determine if your content is child-directed. You should use the factors outlined by the FTC above to set your audience. And also, another thing, if you guys watched that little video they made, that YouTube video about the terms and services, they're kind of like, if you're not completely sure if your channel defines whatever, then talk to your lawyers. You can ask your lawyers for help because, you know, all of us can fucking afford a lawyer to talk about uploading videos. So like, before you upload your next video, talk to your lawyer to make sure it's okay. That's bullshit. Fuck no. But that's what they're doing. So yeah, I would say my channel's not for kids and all that, but again, this lies, like, here lies the rub in this case. The thing is, okay, like, what's the problem? Let's just put our channel not for kids. Bam, problem solved. No, not solved. Number one, the big thing is that a lot of people are going to do this. I don't blame them. A lot of people have their livelihoods at stake. There might be tons of people out there that got, like, I guess, family videos with their kids in it and stuff, and they're making tons of money. Like, it might be like a big factor of their livelihood, so they'll mark their channel not for kids to still keep those ads and not lose the interactive stuff, like the comments or whatever. Well, the thing is, if the FTC and COPPA, which is the Children's Online Protective Privacy Act, if they like check your channel and see that, hey, your channel's for kids, but you marked it as not for kids, you're going to get hit by a fine. You're going to get hit by a $47,000 fine, not just like, not YouTube, but you, the creator, are going to get hit by the fine, and the fine's going to be per video, not the entire channel, per video. If you got 800 videos that are supposed to be for kids, that clearly have all this childish stuff and puppets and kids playing with toys or whatever, and it's for kids, but you're purposely marking them as not for kids, and you know, to still get that sweet revenue, they will fine you for $47,370 for each individual video. That's going to ruin a lot of people if that actually takes place, because again, it's not actual people, it's the fucking algorithm. So again, if YouTube thinks, despite me cussing up a storm and boring kids to death with my long rants, if they see my videos and determine that, kids like Street Fighter, kids like Dead or Alive with the revealing costumes, kids like Tekken 7 with Negan from The Walking Dead in it, you know, kids like I don't know, whatever else I talk about on my channel. Kids like All Elite Wrestling, yeah, they love that Luchasaurus chap, don't they? You know, kids channel, and I'm gonna get fined for every video I got. That's insane. I'm gonna go bankrupt. I'm gonna be in the street. I can't afford this shit. Like none of us, anyone here can't afford this shit. These fines will ruin your fucking life. Like what the hell, man? And I don't know. That's the thing. The other thing I'm worried about is that right now I've already gone through their process. I've already clearly marked both of my channels, not for kids. I'm worried that they're going to just flip the switch on December 14 and make them for kids anyways for XYZ reason and stuff like that. So that's the scary part. That's why everybody's freaking out. Again, fines for you as a person. They're not fining YouTube. They're fining you, which I don't know how they'll fine us, but they're fining you and per video, and obviously not many people here have like the money to go up against the FTC in court or whatever, because this is like straight from the FTC. It's not YouTube. It's the FTC themselves fining you, which is stupid because again, I don't have like the technology or whatever to be tracking people's data. I don't give a crap about your data. I don't make money. Like my channel's been demonetized a long time ago with the Logan Paul stuff, and so I'm not making any money at all. So like, why would I care if kids are watching personalized ads? Why would I maliciously whatever for personalized ads? That's all bullshit. And there's tons of creators out there, and that's just bullshit. And yeah, the amount of creators that are just posting videos for fun way outnumbers the ones that are actually making money off it. And then the ones making money off it, but like just chunk change, they way outnumber the ones that are actually making the money to make like an entire living, you know, like their entire livelihood on that, you know. So that's going to be fucked up. So again, it's going to be like a Logan Paul situation where they want to punish the bad actors, but the only ones that got demonetized were all the super small channels that don't really affect YouTube in any way, shape, or form, while the bigger ones, the ones that are the bad actors, didn't get anything happen, like nothing happened to them. And then again, Logan Paul got his channel back, he apologized. We didn't get our monetization back, we're still demonetized. And that's the thing now. Some time ago, they were talking about if you cuss way too much or get too controversial, your channel's demonetized. But now that you want to do this, let's say everyone does abide, let's say they do clearly like make a separation where all, and I repeat, all the content for kids is only on YouTube Kids perfectly, which means that the rest of YouTube is now strictly not for kids. They are still not going to give us back the ability to, I guess, I don't know, swear and be more controversial, whatever. We'll still be demonetized. They don't change the rules. They just keep adding more and more rules. And even though certain things get fixed, the things that get taken away are never given back. So that's a concern. So that's a long and short of it regarding that. You gotta choose to make your channel for kids or not for kids. If you're not sure, consult your lawyer, because I'm sure all of you can afford a lawyer for this shit, right? And also, if you choose wrong, they'll choose for you. If you purposely choose wrong and they know that you're purposely choosing wrong to get the money, you're going to get fined for each and every video, an insane amount of money, and that's just, no. So that's the thing. Because everyone's freaking out. And from what I'm seeing, a lot of people are jumping the gun and already deleting their channels. I kind of sort of want to wait and see, but a lot of people are deleting their channels. Now, the second thing to go on real quick was the Markiplier situation where he was having some kind of chat, like an interactive chat. People could vote and everything, and he was encouraging people to like spam the little icons, the emojis and everything for his chat. Now the thing is, YouTube considered this as spamming, but the thing is not so much that their channels got suspended or whatever, is that their entire Google account got taken down. So those people that spammed the emojis, even though that was a chat where they were freely invited to spam, and of course Markiplier is not the kind of guy to wish ill on anyone, you know, like they lost their YouTube channel, but also their Gmail account, their Google Drive, and anything else related to Google, even though their emails and stuff could apply to their jobs, their schools, whatever, and that's just fucked up, and they had to appeal to get them back. I think some people got them back, but I mean, there's so many people that got hit. I'm sure there will be some that will never get their accounts back, and that just fucking sucks. And that lies into the third thing also, that now in the terms of service, there's an extra line that says that YouTube reserves the right to take down your entire account if they deem you not commercially viable. Now that's the thing. Everyone is freaking out because they think, and it does sound like that too, they think that the not commercially viable means if you're like a channel that makes no money, like my channel for example makes no money for the company, you're inconsequential to them, they'll ban your ass, they'll delete your channel because whatever, you're just taking up space, you're taking up resources from them when they could be giving it to the guys that actually do make the money, the bigger names, you know. So from my understanding, Google went back on that, or YouTube, whoever, they're synonymous by now. YouTube went back on that and explained that they're getting rid of like features and things. They're not commercially viable, not so much channels. So stuff like the YouTube, the classic version of the YouTube creator thing where you upload your videos, it's going away to make room for the newer one they're making and stuff like that. But I don't know, the terms of services does say channel on there. That's still kind of scary. Now what I think you're going to do is, I don't think it's not so much of like, they're going to take down channels that don't make money or very small channels. I don't think so. But what I do think is there's going to be some kind of blanket term, like a big excuse to get rid of any channel that they may deem to be, you know, a little too controversial or going too much against what YouTube thinks or something like that. I'm thinking about that. If you have a controversial channel and your numbers are going a little too high, too many people are kind of changing their minds or whatever, or the next election comes along and you're talking too much about the wrong person that YouTube does not want you to vote for, bam, your channel's taken down because you're not commercially viable. So there you have it, guys. Basically speaking, thanks to the FTC and COPPA and this big fine that YouTube got from them, now they have to make that choice. Now you have to choose between making our channel for kids or not for kids, whether it's the entire channel or select videos, or else YouTube will make the choice for you. I'm not sure we can appeal that. I'm also not sure if once you've made your choice, YouTube can go back and, like, again, make the choice for you in the opposite direction. And so if you're a person that they deem is purposely choosing the wrong choice to get that money anyways, you might get life-destroying fines. If you made your money based on a channel that had a lot of action figures and collectibles and unboxings, all that may go away because now you may be forced to call it a kids channel and you're going to lose all your interactivity with your fans and all that money. So that's going to ruin everything if by chance that is your main source of income. So that's pretty fucked up. Also, if you, I guess, spam too much or do whatever, you might lose your entire Google account. And I think that if you make a lot of noise, of the wrong kind of noise that doesn't align with YouTube's personal thoughts, you might also lose your channel because it is not deemed commercially viable. I can already see it now. The letter's going to say, you know, we regret to tell you, we regret to inform you, blah, 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 blah. We terminate your channel because it is no longer commercially viable, whatever, and that's it, without any further details on exactly what you did wrong or whatever. So all of that is making YouTube very scary. A lot of people are jumping the gun. A lot of people are already deleting their channels. If you see any videos now about channels going down, so far it is not because YouTube has done anything. It's still not December, you know, nothing's happened yet. But it is mostly the people freaking out and taking down their own channels by themselves. So as for me and my channel and the Mark's Unboxing Zone channel and Video Game Masters in general, what can I say? I'm going to wait and see. We had a lot of stuff like this happen before. We've had a lot of apocalypses happen before, but, you know, we stayed. We're here. The channel's still here. A lot of people still here. They have survived. It sucked that we got demonetized, but I was doing it for fun anyway, so I'm here. I'm not sure if many people will maybe quit YouTube because they were not making money on it when they got demonetized, but we're still here. And again, a couple of years back, we had that big thing about the copyright claim thing where they were going to go so far that they were going to claim everything, where you could have nothing on your channel at all. No commercials, no, you know, gaming footage, no music, no pictures, no things on your shirts that promoting nothing that could be, you know, considered that's another property that's not yours at all. Like, all of YouTube was going to be just blogs because no one would be allowed to show any footage of any kind and no gaming. Obviously, that didn't happen. Obviously, people are still making gaming videos. No one got taken down, you know. I think Nintendo also stopped caring and let people like post their Nintendo videos now too. So that whole thing about Nintendo claiming you, like all that stuff. Like, we have survived so many things, and no matter what's happened, it's never been as bad as we thought it would be, and we're still here. So I'm gonna wait and see to see what happens. Now, the thing is, if my channel does get flagged as a kids channel, despite me choosing, I already chose this like the other day. I've marked both of my channels not for kids. I swear and stuff. Come on. If I see my channels are being like flagged as for kids channels and I can't switch it back, and I also see that some of my other people I follow, they're having the same kind of situation. If I see videos of actual small creators actually getting fined, if we see things of people getting fined left and right, if this shit actually comes to pass like that, then sorry guys, but that'll be all she wrote. I cannot afford $47 million. I can't afford or thousand, I guess. Even if it's 1,000, still I can't afford $47,000. I got 800 videos so far. I can't afford whatever that is multiplied by 800. I'm not gonna do the math right now. You guys can do it for me. But yeah, so if that happens, then that's the end, guys. That's the end. I'll shut it down if YouTube ever changes their mind, because I got all my videos. I got at least my Video Game Master stuff is all backed up on hard drive. So if you know, whatever happens, I don't know, PewDiePie sues them and wins, I don't know, then I'll bring the channel back. Such a shame because YouTube, you know, is good for while it lasted, and Video Game Masters is so close to episode 100. I just been so busy. Like, I would have been there by now if I haven't had, you know, real life obligations, a job, whatever, and stuff like that. But, yeah, it would be a shame to do that. But if it comes to that, you know, we would have to end the Video Game Masters. Now, of course, I don't know how long the show would have lasted anyway. I wanted to be at least 100 episodes and see how much we could have gone past that if they have like Street Fighter 6 and King of Fighters 15 and stuff like that. But yeah, I would hate to be forced to end the show as opposed to me personally choosing to end the show. But I guess that's what's going to be. Now, another news, Johnny and I have been on another service here. We discovered a service called Library, which is LBRY, but still pronounced library. I'll put the link below. You guys can check it out. Basically, it's a brand new streaming service. It's been around for a couple of years. They've been doing more updates, and now it's pretty cool. Now they got library.tv as their website. It was in beta mode for a while, but now it looks more like a website, so now it looks more comparable to stuff like, you know, like YouTube and BitChute and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. It deals with cryptocurrency and basically earn money and tips, not by ads, but by people like, you know, watching your videos, promoting your videos, leaving tips on your videos. So basically, it's more community driven. It's more of you being, you know, being a community, helping everybody out, you know, giving everyone those good vibes, that kind of thing, and not just, you know, cold hard commercialism. So far, there's no ads. There's nothing corporate about it. There's nothing, you know, related to all that stuff, all that censorship and stuff like that. Now, the thing that we do crack down on, though, is, of course, stealing things. There are people that do post entire movies, so we're cracking down on those, because obviously that's not your own content. But you uploading your own content, that's cool, that's A-OK. And Johnny and I have been there for a couple of months, kind of trying it out. We have a brand new show there. It's called The Gamer Cauldron, where basically each episode we pull out different games from this magical cauldron. And it's kind of cool because going to Video Game Masters, it gives us a chance to kind of re-review some of those older games, because a lot has changed between now and then. Sometimes you play a game, you have different opinions, or things, you know, you kind of look back and check it out, or a game's been remade or something, you know. And also the fact that back then we were, you know, using those little digital cameras and stuff. Now we got an actual video camera, so of course some of the quality's gotten better. We know how to do the editing better now than back when we were starting out in 2009. So yeah, it gives us a chance to kind of revisit some of those older games here and there, as well as talking about new games. So the videos I'm making with Johnny and Poke and Poke's brother Drew and all that. So it's kind of cool. And yeah, I invite you guys to check it out. If the worst comes to worst, if people are using their channels left and right, if people are getting fined left and right, YouTube will be a very scary place to even post videos on. And the biggest fear, the biggest conspiracy theory is that YouTube will want to eventually compete with like Netflix and Hulu and the Disney app and stuff. And eventually YouTube may flat out just be either all these big time produced shows, because now we got celebrities on YouTube. We got Will Smith on YouTube, and we got like these late night talk shows and stuff like that. We got YouTube Red on there. So I'm thinking it's going to be mostly just YouTube Red, all these celebrities, and just the super duper high people like PewDiePie in them, and nothing for the rest of the creators. It might even, it might even get to the point where you got to pay like just to sign up with YouTube, or pay a monthly fee, and then, you know, pay an extra $5 to like pay $10 a month to watch YouTube, and guess what? A brand new feature, you could upload your own video to for another $10. You know, they might do shit like that. Who knows? It might evolve into that. It's turning more and more corporate. It's really pushing the U out of YouTube. We do believe that with library, though, we're making it like YouTube used to be. It's not YouTube. It's different option, different things. But yeah, check it out. It's kind of interesting. I was kind of curious about it. We're doing cool so far. The advantage of making our own content, because you have the option to actually sync your YouTube channel directly into library too. You can bring all those videos straight to library. You don't have to waste time re-uploading them or whatever. But I chose to actually make my own original content, like specifically for library only. So yeah, one of the advantages of that is that you have your little trending tabs and stuff. So a lot of times Johnny and I, our shows do appear high in the trending tabs, because we just get that much more support and that much more eyes on us, because this is like original content, not just stuff borrowed from YouTube. So yeah, it's a cool thing. It's worth checking out. Again, if this goes to hell, I'm assuming people are going to go to Twitch, to Mixer, to BitChute, but give library a try. It's cool. It's free. You know, it's worth checking out. But on that note, that's the thing. Bottom line, too long didn't read version of it. YouTube got these rules now. You have to abide by them, because, you know, you're legally obliged to abide by them. If you make the wrong choice, you could either lose your channel, or you could pay $47,000 fine per channel. And if it goes down to that, I'd rather just delete the whole thing. and I'll just move on to library. Now, the Gamer Cauldron is supposed to be a different show that doesn't like involve video game masters. If it does come to that, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I'll still put video game masters on library, but I kind of wanted, you know, before this whole shit started, I kind of wanted library to be the Gamer Cauldron and YouTube to be video game masters, but we'll see what happens when Google, the FTC, and COPPA forces our hand. So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. See you next time. I guess, I don't know. I don't really go too much into like drama stuff, but I guess if big things happen, if this gets changed, or God forbid, because I would not wish that on anyone. I respect a lot of you guys out there. I got a lot of friends out there that make your own content. I would not wish this on anyone that I've name dropped today, but if the worst comes to worst and people start getting fined, I will cover that and everything. And that'll be my last video. That'll be like my goodbye video. It'll be like, okay guys, these guys got fined. See ya, and just delete the channel. This channel will be deleted in 24 hours or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So anyways, guys, Mark Rodriguez here. See you next time, and I'll keep tabs on this because I guess, you know, we all have to. And see you later.